Get it on.
What's up, everybody, and welcome to another video. It's I, Shat Gamer, coming to you from glorious Shatville. Today, I just wanted to touch base on what is happening on Twitter. It's been going on for the last couple of days, and it's with regards to Allnodes and the fact that they may or may not have access to everybody's keys that they host. And essentially what they do is, if you don't have the knowledge or the funding to actually get all the hardware that's needed to have your own validator and to work it yourself and to keep it updated, Allnodes provides you with a node that they host. It's come to light that they actually have your keys as well, and that has caused a bit of an uproar. Just see, the thing is, I can see both sides of the coin. A lot of proof of stake coins, Ethereum included, and they do run the risk of centralization, and they are centralized. That's kind of just have to deal with that. And with Allnodes having these keys, which they say they won't do, it's the trust me bro warranty. They say that they won't end up doing anything nefarious or start voting on your behalf or stiff arm you into voting the way that they want you to. Okay, that's great to hear, but it is a possibility that they could do that. It would be bad for business. However, I mean, things that are good for business in crypto, especially FTX, for example, doesn't always happen. People do really shitty things when there's a lot of money involved, and from what I saw, they have about $2 billion in assets kind of locked with them. So it sucks. I get that, it's a great service for people that don't want to, or that don't have the means to actually have their own validator on LUNC. And many other Cosmos chains as well, tokens. Like, it's not just Luna Classic. They've got them on Luna. I imagine they've got them on Cosmos. I'm sure there's a lot in there. So I'm not specifically talking about Luna Classic. However, this is kind of where the conversation has come from. In so much that Jacob Gadikian has released and has stepped away from the L1 development team. It kind of sucks, and his reasoning for this was because of Allnodes having such a large holding these keys. And I've been pressing the question, and it sits somewhere between, like, total of Allnodes and their validators is between 30 to 40%, which is 40% is what he was saying. Another individual on Twitter, NA Natty Pat Lunk, NMEESEN, she was saying that it was closer to 30. He's saying it's closer to 40. So I kept pressing the question, at what percentage would he have been happy with to not step away from the L1 dev team? That didn't get answered. So that kind of, it bothered me a little bit, because if you're walking away because it's at 40%, okay, would you have stayed if it was only at 20%? And then I also put in, let's just assume that Allnodes has access, and let's just say all these extra nodes, that it's theirs. Let's just say, Happy Caddy Crypto's node is Allnodes' node. At what percentage would he have been happy with, and would he have stuck around? I think he skirted around the fact that it was a personnel issue. I have a feeling that he was butting heads with Zardar. I mean, not that I agree with everything that he says, Tobias. But I also don't think that Jacob was being truthful when he was saying that it wasn't it was all because of Tobias not understanding that 40% is too much. And that may be the case. Maybe Tobias and Zardar, aka Zardar, was pushing the fact that it doesn't matter. Having that much potential voting power is an issue. I wholeheartedly agree with that. What I would like to see going forward is that Allnodes releases the names of the validators so that everybody else who is validating can then decide, I'm not comfortable leaving all these on an Allnodes node. Allow me to take it off. If anybody happens to know where I can find that information, how I can dig that up and see who the validators are that are with Allnodes, please do let me know. Leave a comment in the comment section and let me know, because I would love to have that list and maybe share it on Twitter and in another video. So anyhow, it just seems like it's one step forward for LUNC. Jared had mentioned in a video last week, and I feel like it's getting close, that on-ramps and off-ramps for purchasing in the station wallet is coming soon. So that's huge news. But then you have this kind of BS fighting, and it's just a step back or two, because it just gets people derailed and then divided. So division is not what we need. It's very almost very politicized. It just feels like the political culture in here where it's left and right, it's black and white. No, give me the information, allow me to decide as Joe Blow dummy to either stick with Allnodes because it's easy, or an Allnodes validator. Excuse me. Allow me to make that decision for myself. Again, not having the list of validators that are with Allnodes or that are hosted by Allnodes, it makes that difficult. So I can't really do much there. But just allow for the free flow of information. It doesn't need to come at the expense of blasting somebody, putting somebody on blast, and throwing shade. You could have just walked away, Tobias or Jacob, sorry. You could have just walked away and said, yeah, I'm done because of a disagreement with Zardar. That's it. You didn't have to go out and make a video saying, oh, it's bad being on Allnodes, come over to my node. Why? What? That just seems like you're grasping for that control. Why is it safe in your hands and on your validator, and not across these multiple validators which are hosted, and yes, the keys are owned by Allnodes? It just doesn't really make much sense, and it is like a one step forward, two steps back. And I do hope that at some point all this dust, the pigpen dust, settles, and you just kind of grow up. It just seems very petty to see all this fighting. I wish I was a builder, because I would definitely put my skills to use and try and build on the network, but unfortunately I'm not. All I can do is burn my petty rewards when I can. But that's about it. I did want to just say that it's disappointing. It's definitely a different tone of video that compared to what I have been putting out regarding LUNC. As it is just strange. I look forward to hearing what others have to say about this. It would be great to see and to hear what Jacob has to say regarding his stance on the percentage. Because would he have been fine if 20% were on Allnodes? Probably not. I think he would have found fault with that too. But who knows? He didn't answer. I wish he had. It would have been great to know. But you know what? You let me know what you think. How much is too much? if in fact Allnodes decides to lose their mind and they say, you know what, I'm making the decisions for all of these nodes, I'm doing whatever I can do as Allnodes to take that money and run. If that were to happen, you know, what kind of percentage are you okay with giving them the power for voting and to have over all these other nodes? Like I said, I think it's between 30 and 40% based on what I've read today. It could be more, it could be less. I don't know. I don't see an issue with them having, you know, 20%. 20% seems still awfully high. But they are also increasing their commission rates to about the 10% mark, because as it stands, Allnodes node itself is at 18% voting power, I believe. So that alone is pretty big. Plus, if you include the other ones, which it has potential, 30 to 40%. So let me know in the comments if you happen to like what you had to see here. Like and subscribe if you wouldn't mind. That would be great. And yeah, do let me know what you think about this whole situation. Does Allnodes have too much power? How much is too much? Do you think they would ever decide to do anything and just essentially rug pull on LUNC and the other communities that it's dealing with? I don't know. You let me know what you think. 'Tis I, Shat Gamer, coming to you from glorious Shatville. As always, stay healthy, stay safe, a lot of love. I'm out until the next one. Peace.